Alright, so today I thought that it would be nice to go all the way back to the U20 arc and relive my personal favorite moment in the whole of Blue Lock. Even though I have read this particular arc over and over again, this one moment still always manages to bring chills down my spine as I read it, as this goal and this moment meant so much for the Blue Lock 11. Anyway, I'm not gonna bore you anymore, so let's get into the moment when Isagi saved Blue Lock from extinction. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and grab your favorite snacks. And let's start from when Rin blocked Shido's attack with his literal head and gave the Blue Lock 11 their chance to make a counter-attack. Ryo sees that all of the players are a bit distracted, so he starts the game by himself and passes a long pass to Nagi in the midfield, who is accompanied by Isagi. Isagi says that Rin erasing Sei changes everything. Isagi's combinations, his vision, the scenery, it's all completely different. And if Isagi also changes, then all of his surroundings will follow him. Isagi thanks Rin and says that Blue Lock can still evolve. He also says that right now, he has to find a chain of trances that will lead to an attack only the current Blue Lock can create. But just then, someone appears on Isagi's side. It's Bachira, who tells Isagi that his last piece could only be him. However, he says that he didn't come for Isagi's sake, and that he is there to score his own goal, which starts the competition for the last goal between the two, who are both looking more furious than ever. Nagi passes the ball to Isagi and Bachira, and he makes a 1-2 to get behind Hayate. However, it won't be as easy as Isagi thinks as Baru comes out of nowhere and tries to steal Isagi's ball. Baru tells Isagi that he left himself wide open and asks if he didn't think that Baru would come and steal the ball away from him. They go back and forth for a bit, acting like a married couple, but Bachira puts a stop to it as he goes to steal the ball instead and says that it's finally time to dance. Bachira is going to play with purely his instinct and throw away any thoughts he has. He makes some crazy fast scissors before he gets behind Neru by lifting the ball over him. Niu comes and tells Neru to pincer him, but he clearly forgot who they are dealing with as Bachira makes a feint into a roulette to get behind Niu. However, the boss fight still awaits him as Aiku is coming closer and closer. Both Nagi and Isagi scream to Bachira to pass them, however Bachira is now in the zone. He gets behind Niu and starts with some insane scissors. Aiku thinks that there is a 2% that Bachira will pass, and 98% that he is gonna dribble. Just then, Bachira lifts the ball and goes into a shooting chance, but instead of shooting, he smashes the ball into the ground and makes it bounce over Aiku. Aiku screams for the goalkeeper to come out, but just as he is about to catch the ball, Bachira lifts it even more. The ball is headed to the goal, but so is Sendo, and unfortunately for the Blue Lock, 11 Sendo is able to save the goal just in time. The ball falls to Aiku, who tells Sendo to get up and asks if he is only good for defending. Sendo gets up right away and says that he isn't going to hand over his throne to some dumb Blue Lock players who just came out, who knows where Sendo also says that he is going to change Japanese football and that he doesn't care about some idol anymore and that he only wants to be the best in the world. And of course, marry a Hollywood actress instead. With that, Aiku passes the ball to Sei, who joins the whole U20 in their counterattack. Aiku says that Blue Lock's heart didn't only affect him, but everyone on the U20 team. A single striker was able to awaken the middle fielder and made the defenders evolve, and also guided a goalkeeper to the next stage. This is a fight that lies beyond his desires, because with this match, Japanese football will change forever. Both Yukimiya and Karasu go to stop Sei. They know that Sei is waiting for a chance to pass to Shido. However, they get surprised when they realize that Sei isn't waiting for Shido anymore. Sei now says that he treats all proper strikers equally, and that the person with more heat toward the goal right now gets their chance as he passes the ball to Kitsunezato and Cho, who go up against Hiyori and Aryu. However, the two strikers of the U20 team get behind them pretty easily, and after that, Kitsunezato gets his chance to shoot, so he takes it only to get interrupted by Ryo's head. The second ball falls to Sendo, as he says that he is the ace and shoots the ball, but once again gets interrupted by two, this time Baru and Nagi. Now I don't know if you can believe it, but the ball falls once again to one of the players from the U20 team, and it's Sei who gets hold of it. Isagi goes to block it, but Sei wasn't here to shoot, as he sees him pass to Aiku, who comes in full speed. Aiku shoots a real powerhouse of a shot, which luckily gets stopped by Rin's majestic leg, and the ball falls over the net. Aiku tells Rin that he can't believe that he was able to reach it, and calls Rin a self-centered captain. However, Rin tells him that he is the little brother of someone self-centered too. And with that, there are only 5 more minutes until the match ends. However, the U20 team is given a corner kick. Rin thinks that he has to overlap his thoughts with Sei so that he can see the critical points in their defense. Just like Rin did as a child when he was simply admiring the way Sei played, even if Sei learned new techniques, even if he went out in the world, he still kept sharpening his own senses. However, If this goes on, and even if Rin manages to stop him, he won't be able to score his own goals. Rin thinks about what to do, because if he doesn't defend, then this match will be over. But is that really okay? Of course not, because it's game over if they score now. And the only one to stop him is Rin, because right at this moment, Rin is going to surpass his older brother. As Sei shoots the corner kick, Rin looks around for the most dangerous and beautiful spot for Sei to pass to. Rin decides that Sei is going to pass Aiku, so he jumps on top of Aiku to reach the ball first. However, the pass wasn't for Aiku, but for Shidu, who is running behind them. But the one to save the day isn't Rin, but Isagi Yoichi, who says that he knew it would be here as he kicks the ball away. Isagi said that when he watched both Rin and Sei, and then included Shidu in the prediction, he somehow got here by reflex. The second ball falls in the hands of Hiroi, who says that it's time to end this match. Rin looks back at Isagi, who is running to the counter and tells him to stop getting in his way. Rin just wanted to fight Sai alone, but the whole of the Blue Lock 11 kept biting back at Rin's football. Rin says that the Blue Lock doesn't let him be alone and wonders what this feeling of not being alone is, before saying that it's disgusting and says that he will crush them to pieces. With only 2 more minutes, the Blue Lock 11 starts their counterattack. Hiroi thinks about if he should pass Nagi or Baru, but before he can decide, Rin comes from behind him with a menacing look to him as he steals the ball from Hiroi. Rin says that Sei doesn't matter anymore. Revenge doesn't matter. Rivals don't matter. Sei, Isagi, and even the Blue Lock 11, anything that ties Rin down is disgusting. Rin was only feeling tied down because he was expecting answers from someone other than himself. And with that, Rin finally understands what Sei was trying to tell him when he called him lukewarm. Sei tried to tell him that he is disgusting, and that the one who needs to be crushed and broken to pieces is Rin himself. Isagi goes to Rin and says that they should play together. However, Rin is not listening to Isagi anymore. Rin starts running outside, and Isagi thinks that if he keeps this up, they will only lose time. Neru goes to block Rin. However, Rin is ready. Rin knows that Neru's weapon is speed, and he goes to crush him. Another one goes to try his luck on Rin, and this time it's Darai, who once again gets bodied by this new savage version of Rin. Neo rushes in to overwhelm Rin with his physical strength. However, Rin completely destroys him and flips him upside down. After that, we see Ego looking at Rin very closely, as he says that Rin brings out the opponent's strongest weapon, and focuses on a play that destroys that, and says that Rin is now in flow state. After that, we get to see how Isagi views this new version of Rin. Isagi says that this is a Rin that he doesn't know existed, if Sei's style is to seek and calculate everything perfectly, and then destroy it beautifully. Then Rin's disposition is the opposite of that. Rin lets the opponent bring out their best, a football style that destroys hideously. And after that, Rin goes to his final enemy Aiku, who is left to defend Rin. Aiku says that Rin's concentration is out of this world, and that he doesn't even notice that he is drooling. There are a little over 28 meters until the goal, and if Rin gets past him, then they're down. So Aiku's job is to make Rin waste time here. Aiku takes all of Rin's new data that he used to get behind the U20 team, and says that Rin has gone up multiple levels. However, Aiku is still confident, and tells Rin to just try and surpass him at his best. But suddenly, all of Aiku's data disappears, and Aiku suddenly says that even though he hasn't got a chance against Rin. But just then, Shidu comes from Rin's blind spot, which boosts Aiku's data up to 50%, bringing it down to luck, so Aiku starts running toward Rin. However, just then, Isagi comes and tells Rin to pass him. Both Aiku and Shidu know that if Rin passes, they are done. But luckily, Rin doesn't care about Isagi anymore, and tells Isagi to get away from him and not limit his possibilities. Rin continues, and Aiku thinks that Rin will shoot, so he blocks off Rin's shooting course. However, it turns out that Rin was only doing a feint. This would have broken most of the defenders, but not Aiku, who says that he isn't broken yet, and tells Rin to just try and break him. Just before Rin's shot, Aiku cuts off some of Rin's shooting area, which leaves Rin's shot into the right post. The second ball goes up in the sky, and it's heading to Isagi. But before he can take it, Sei comes and steals it, telling Rin that he is still lukewarm. And with that, the match goes down to its final extra minute. Reichi jumps out of the bench and screams for the Blue Lock 11 to stop him, even if they die in the process, and I don't think that he was joking. Isagi goes up against Sei, but gets easily bodied by the prodigy. Same with Nagi and Baru, who went to challenge Sei just to get completely destroyed. Karasu comes and tells them to not swarm around Sei, and tells them that he will stall him instead, so that the others can block the U20 players who are running to their goal. Isagi looks back and tries to find a new piece, so that he can turn the game around. However, in the meantime, Rin goes up against Sei, completely disregarding what Karasu said. Sei tells Rin that he still hasn't fixed his habit of sticking his tongue out and drooling. Sei says that the fact that Rin didn't score just now proves that he is at his limit. Sei continues and says that if only Rin would have stayed quiet at home, he would have been able to live without this downfall. Sei tells Rin that he can't become the best in the world and that what he can do is live in the shadow of his older brother. This doesn't have any effect on Rin, who tells Sei to stop trying to bind his ego with words again and says that he isn't something in their lives anymore and that he is done with being Itoshi Sei's little brother because he is Itoshi Rin the Egoist. And with that, the two brothers start their final matchup against one another. Sei starts with doing some of his super fast scissors before he kicks the ball up in the air and makes a back heel kick. However, Rin is steadily keeping up with his brother, and the two of them continue their furious and epic duo, which will for sure go down in history next to Ronaldo and Messi. Sei tries to make his famous nutmeg, but that's when Rin denies that and kicks away the ball. The ball goes up in the sky, and it looks like Aiku will be the one to reach it. However, that's not the case because the number 11 striker Isagi Yoichi comes running right behind him and shoots a killer ball right into the net, finally giving Blue Lock their well-deserved win, with the final score being 4 to the Blue Lock 11 and 3 to the U20 team. Everyone in the Blue Lock 11 is ecstatic for Isagi, and they all come and huddle together. After that, Aiku comes forward and compliments Isagi's well-deserved goal and tells Isagi congratulations as they shake hands. However, not everyone is as cheerful as them, as Rin is sitting on the ground. But just then, Sei comes over. He tells Rin that he was wrong. Sei thought that Japan was unable to ever give birth to any decent strikers. Rin looks really happy as Sei continues and says that the one he talks about even manages to call forth Rin's instincts. Sei says that the one who's able to change this country's football is Isagi Yoichi. After Isagi has celebrated, Igarashi runs to him and says that an interview team is calling for him. They ask how Isagi feels about the match, and he tells them that he is very happy. The interviewer continues and asks Isagi what his future goals are, and Isagi straight up tells him that Blue Lock will win the U20 World Cup. He starts saying that they will before correcting himself and saying that he will lead Japan to victory in the U20 World Cup. Anyway, that was the moment when Isagi saved Blue Lock from extinction. I really hope that you enjoyed this look back on this incredible and mind-blowing moment. If you like Blue Lock and videos like this, then I would highly suggest you subscribe to this channel. And while you are at it, leave a comment and a like, as it helps out with the algorithm a ton. And if you are curious to see another video of mine, then please watch the video, which will be popping up on the screen now. Anyway, thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.